I will be speaking on who is a Savior. And I'll be reading from the book of John chapter 4, verse 39 through to 42. John chapter 4, 39 to 42. And many of the Samaritans of that city believed on him, for the saying of the woman, which testified, He told me all that ever I did. So when the Samaritans were come unto him, they besought him that he would tarry with them. And he abode there 2 days. And many more believed because of his own word, and said unto the woman, Now we believe, not because of thy saying, for we have heard him ourselves, and know that this is indeed the Christ, the Saviour of the world. So my question again is, who is a Savior? A Savior is someone who pays debt for you. I have a friend who told me a story of someone that was in debt and was taken to the police station. And on getting to the police station to be locked up, he met someone there, his old schoolmate. I think the man works there or something like that. And they were exchanging greetings and they were happy with each other. And the one that was met in the police station asked his friend, What are you doing here? He said, This one brought me here. I'm owing him and he brought me here to come and deal with me. And that one says, How much is the money? And they told him the money. And he brought his checkbook and wrote the amount and gave it to the accuser. He said, Take, your money is paid. And his friend was free. At that instant, that his friend that paid his debt was his Savior. A Savior is someone that paid your debt for you. And again, a Savior is someone who took over your fight and answered your enemy. When the enemies gather around you, some bullies gather around you, be there 4 or 5, and you know that you are finished. And then someone came and he says they must not touch you. And in fact, to show them that he is stronger than them, he beat all of them right in your presence. At that instant, that's your Savior. A Savior is someone who gives you what he should have had for himself. The food he should have eaten, the clothes he should have worn, the house he should have lived in. He just gave you everything. And he saved you from the embarrassment of hunger, the embarrassment of nakedness, and the embarrassment of walking the street without a roof over your head. That's a Savior. A Savior is someone who appears in court for you. You know, one of the things that lawyers do is to represent someone in court. Because as someone who has a case in court, you can't defend yourself. You may say 1 or 2 things that will knock you off and will nail you completely. And you said it now. But a lawyer is someone that will go there, that serves as an advocate, and he will defend you and say what you don't think of saying. I mean, to benefit you, to deliver you out of the trouble. The little detail that you may think doesn't matter, you use it and you are free. That's a Savior. Is one who attends to your wounds. You are doing your legitimate work and somehow you got injured. And someone came along and attended to you. Or you are doing something wrong and you got yourself injured. And someone comes along and attended to you and say, Don't do that again. Anyone that attends to your wound is your Savior. A Savior is someone who says, Kill me instead of him or her. Take me instead of him or her. In the law of men, it may not be allowed that someone that is innocent be judged for someone that is guilty. But in the arrangement of God, in the arrangement of redemption, God takes an innocent lamb instead of the sinner, because he sees the sinner as valuable more than the lamb. And apart from that, his love overflows. He wants to save the sinner. To him, it is better to save the sinner than to kill the sinner. So the one that comes out and says, take me instead of him, is a savior. And then, a savior is someone who prays for you. He is supposed to lay a curse on you for what you have done, but he prays for you. That's a savior. A savior is someone who answers for you. When they say they are looking for someone that will do this menial job and will be paid ridiculously or will not be paid at all, they say, let me do the work for him. That's a savior. A savior is someone who calls you good names. He calls you good names not because you worth it, not because you are qualified for such good names, but because he has given you new names. You know, when the devil wants to refer to a sinner, he calls a sinner by the sinner's sin. But when the Savior wants to call the person he has saved, he calls that person by the new name he has given to that person. Now, I look around the universe, look around the whole world. There's only one person that has this quality of a Savior, and he is the Savior. His name is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, my Savior. He is the King of Kings, he is the Lord of Lords. He died on the cross, he was buried, and he rose again, and is alive now. His spirit is in his children. I give him praise, I give him worship. He is the Son of God, my Savior. He can save you today. You know you have debt to pay, debt here and there to pay. You know you have battles to fight. Your enemies are asking you questions you cannot answer. You have lacks. You have case hanging over you. You have wounds all over you. And then death is calling on you. Give them all to Jesus. He is the Savior. He will save you.